Hello, Oracles. Oracle Tim here from Oracle Investments. What an ugly week we had. Well, we were down again today. Pretty big, substantially down. The NASDAQ was down almost 2%. So our tech stocks definitely took a huge hit. Why? Why are we in the position we're in right now? Well, there's a few reasons. We still have some of this Omicron fear going on. We've got the Fed out there questioning whether they should raise interest rates sooner than they did before. We've got didi over in China delisting. That put a lot of fear and pressure on any Chinese stocks today. I know for me, NIO took a major hit. There's a reason I sold out most of my Chinese stocks a few months ago. There was too much turbulence, so I got out of that. But NIO I'm still in and definitely took a hit today. And then there's also the end of the year rebalancing for the S&P and a lot of hedge funds that are going on right now. So we may see a lot of selling in certain areas, and that's totally normal. So the biggest issue that we have, I think, is going to be the interest rates. You got to remember, we've been basically living with a 0% interest for almost 2 years now. That is free money. So any stocks and companies out there that are not profitable had an opportunity to get basically free money coming into them so they could build their businesses. So once we see this going away, that does not bode well for them, because now if they do need to borrow money, it's going to cost them more money in the future. And so the companies that are going to do the best are the ones who have a giant cash pile of reserves or a steady cash flow coming into them. Because with the steady cash flow, they don't need to borrow the money. They will be able to keep themselves afloat stronger than everybody else. Now, of course, that doesn't mean that their stock is going to continue going up. They are also susceptible to being brought down by the market, the fear of the interest rates going up, all of these things combined. But the ones who are going to come out of this stronger and not fall as far will be those cash plays, like the Apples, Microsofts, the big companies like that will be the ones who will hold on strongest. So with that said, that still doesn't mean that this is a sell all your stocks type situation. You still got to take a step back and say, all right, is this going to be long-term red? Is this going to be short-term red? Individual stocks, what am I looking at as far as, is this a good opportunity to buy? Is this a good opportunity for me to maybe take some profits and sell to get out if I still have some? So let's take a look at that right now. So first we'll look at SOFI. SOFI is one that I got into a while ago. I have a lot of faith in the fintech industry going forward as the future of banking. And SOFI has a very strong support just under $15, and they ran up to 23. Part of me wanted to sell out, but this is one of my long-term hold stocks. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to run through the fluctuations, end of the year volatility, not too concerned. I may buy more, I'm not sure. I have my full allotment that I want right now. My position is full in that. Don't want to really add to it. It's right below where I bought in at, so it's not like I'm getting it at a bargain basement deal. But if you are not in it and are looking to get into perhaps a fintech play, SOFI is definitely a good one to get into. AFRM is another one that going forward I think will do really well. When you are in a position where you've got partnerships with Amazon and Walmart and Target, I mean, you've got the big three retailers and you're partnering with all of them, that's going to bode well for your company. Obviously anything can change, but they were trading at around $80 before the Amazon news. They shot up. More Amazon news, Walmart news, Target news. And so they blew up to about 170. I told myself it was really high and I probably should have sold and then bought back in after the dip. I didn't. I'm still playing this one long term. So, I wasn't as concerned. Yes, it's below where I bought it, so I'm kicking myself. Actually, it's above. I bought it for like 104, 107. So I'm kicking myself for not selling it sooner. It happens. Nobody's perfect. You can't time the market. You can't predict what's going to happen. Oh well. I might actually buy an under $100. I think AFRM is a good buy. So if you are looking to get in and it dips below 100, even right now it's a good price. That's my thoughts. So it's up to you. I like it. I like it long term. I think it's going to do well in the future once we get through holiday season and we can actually see on an earnings report how the partnership with Amazon, Walmart, and Target have affected their numbers. Then we can get a better feel for what they're truly going to be valued at. So I'm going to wait till then, and then I can reassess and decide if I want to hold it longer or just take my profits and move on. And today I finally got my butt into NVIDIA. So I bought a little bit of NVIDIA today, and just getting into it little by little. I'm trying to fill my position out in there. I was actually spending more money on Tesla today. So I did not get too much NVIDIA, but I will be buying more. I'm going to pay attention because I have a feeling we still have a little more selling to go. While NVIDIA is a perfectly fine play and fundamentally strong company, they're profitable, they're still a high valued tech stock that has a little more volatility that's going to happen based on the tech selling off because of interest rates going up. And so I will treat NVIDIA a little bit similar to how I treat Tesla, and I'll take little bits of it here and there, and then if it dips more, I'll take a little bit more when it dips more. And now Tesla. So Tesla down about 6.5% today to about 10.15. Dipped, bounced real hard right off of $1,000 today. So I bought in a bunch more then. And so what I do, for full disclosure, and I know a lot of you out there don't have access to fractional shares. So what I do is I buy $10 every day, and then I add $10 for every percent that it dips. Once I get to a full share, I like to convert it over to my other portfolio. I use TD, and on TD Ameritrade, I have all of my full shares there. So when I get to that point, I make sure I'm not going to be taking a huge hit in tax losses when I do the swap. But I swapped it today. So I got my full shares over in TD, and I still have my fractionals and SOFIs where I do my fractional trading. And so I've got it there. I made that swap today. It was pretty exciting because I did it right around the $1,000 mark, so I didn't even have to worry about the tax hit because I was right at the same price. And judging by the price action today, it was very similar to yesterday. So I think Elon may have sold more today. I will definitely update you in the morning on that. But judging by the way it traded, I think he may have done another one of his 2 million share exercise and then sold off his 934,000 shares. Again, I will let you guys know in the morning for sure on that one. Also in the morning, I'm going to be sharing my 12/9 speculations. I came to a realization now. I've got a spreadsheet that goes with all of Elon's sales and the timing of things. And if Elon sold today, I've got some predictions that I will share with you about 12/9. So stay tuned in the morning for that one. And now for any of you who are concerned about the stock falling the way it was today, just remember, Elon has been selling shares. That's downward pressure. The macro environment, downward pressure. News out of China, downward pressure. So a lot of these things that are going on for Tesla and the stock price, bringing the price down, are not fundamental issues. Always, always take a look at why a stock is going down. Because if it's going down because of a lot of frivolous or irrelevant things, don't worry about it. Always look at the fundamentals. If the fundamentals are still strong and we still have positive news coming out of a company, then you can utilize these days like this as buying opportunities. Sure, it can dip further, absolutely. But either way, the reason it's coming down is not because there's anything wrong with the company whatsoever. So do not fret, don't fear. If you were one who bought in at $1,200 and you're now down significantly, it's okay. We will get back there. Just be patient. And if you have money, buy more in and lower your dollar cost average. That is always the most effective way to invest in a stock. And speaking of great news that came out of Tesla today, Elon did mention that the Cybertruck will have a quad motor. And those will be the first ones that are produced. And I was having a conversation with someone today and said that if the Cybertruck is going to have a quad motor, I will put my reservation in. And so I did. I put in my reservation for the Cybertruck today. And as soon as I can, because I know people who did it earlier could choose their trim and their motors. I couldn't, when you do it now, you just do the reservation, it's just $100 and you're in. Later on, once we get closer to production, I can then choose my trim, and I will be picking the quad motor because go big or go home. I honestly don't know how much it's going to cost either. I'm hoping Elon updates us on that, perhaps on the Q4 earnings call. And so now I'm going to have to make a choice of, do I keep the Y? Do I switch over and get the Cybertruck instead and cancel the Y? Or do I just buy them both? I like to be fiscally responsible. I technically don't need them both. I'll play it out. I'll see it by what happens next year when it actually comes around, because my Model Y isn't even going to be available till October. And the Cybertruck, for me, because I put up my reservation in now, even if it's the quad motor, I probably won't see it until 2023 at the earliest. So, but let me know in the comments what you think I should do. Should I keep them both? Should I take the Y? Or should I take the Cybertruck? Thank you all so much for watching. You guys are all awesome. If you have not subscribed, please do so down below. Like this video, sign yourself up for notifications. I will see you all in the morning with updates on Elon sales and my 12/9 predictions and what I think is going on. Otherwise, I will see you then. Thank you all so much. You're awesome. Have a great one.